With the NBA playoffs being what they were, very entertaining, very exciting. We're to the finals now. You got a chance to play with Jimmy. Talk to us about what it was like playing with him, and then when he left Philly to Miami, your thoughts.
Yeah. Well, so I love playing with Jimmy. He's an interesting personality, and I think oftentimes with Jimmy, it can rub certain people the wrong way. And Matt, you and I play with CP, and they're different personalities, but CP was similar in that way. Like, if you didn't get CP, I could see where he would rub you the wrong way. I fucking love playing with CP. I love playing with Jimmy. You know, in my opinion, I wish we had just ran it back in Philly. But it was clear that they felt like they had to go in a different direction with both, him and with me. And, I don't have
horrible moves. Yeah, both horrible moves.
I don't have any regrets about my decision last summer. I didn't have any regrets. I had an unbelievable time in New Orleans. Clearly, Jimmy has no regrets about, his decision. Like, it's worked out. He ended up in the perfect situation for him. He's in an environment that just, promotes everything that he's about. And he can just be himself and be comfortable, and that rubs off, because he does have an amazing personality, and that just rubs off on everyone else. It's been awesome to watch. I give so much love to the Heat on my podcast. Everybody thinks I'm going to the Miami Heat in 2021. Like, it's not about that. It's just about, as a fan, I just appreciate what they've been able to do. They never tanked. They've always been able to just pivot very quickly and maintain this winning environment and this winning culture. And when you get the right mix of players and the right mix of personalities, that leads to being a championship contender, which they are this year.
That's interesting the way you put that, too, because Jack has a relationship with Jimmy Butler, and I've only known him as an opponent. I would ask Jack, what Jimmy was like, because I always kind of wondered. Sometimes he'd say some crazy shit, then I'd see him say some amazing things, and all I know that he played hard, and to me, he's probably the most blue-collar superstar we have in this league.
Jack, what is your... what's your relationship with Jimmy? That goes back to Houston?
Yeah, me being a little older and him watching me and me making it, he kind of looked up to me a little bit to the point where we got to the league. And I was kind of a mentor to him because our attitudes and where we approach the game is the same. A lot of people didn't understand me. They said I was this and I was that, but one thing they couldn't say is I couldn't play basketball. And that was what me and Jimmy was said we had similar. We both loved the game. We both played with a lot of passion. And I see a lot of myself in Jimmy. Jimmy's just way more stronger, way more athletic than me. But, the way we approach the game was what we had in common. And it brought us to the point where we have a brotherhood now. We talk all the time. And I'm one of his biggest fans.
Yeah, you bring up an interesting
point
than him with just a player's reputation, and you guys know this because we've all switched teams a number of times, and so you're going into a locker room, or a guy gets traded into your locker room, and that guy carries with him whatever the book says that he is, right?
Yeah, right.
And I think as teammates in the NBA, it's our responsibility to give every guy sort of a fair shot and give every guy a clean slate. Yep. And I've tried to do that throughout my career. I'm glad Matt gave me a chance back in 2009. I'm glad Matt gave me a chance. But, it's funny because, Jimmy carried with him this reputation from Chicago and from Minnesota.
Yeah.
And within 2 weeks of him being in Philly, I'm like, I'm going to go hang with this guy. I'm going to go to every meal on the road. I'm with Jimmy. It's interesting how reputation isn't always reality.
Right.